LA Story, the 7th episode of Reacher Season 3 on Prime Video, sets up an exciting confrontation between Reacher and Paulie and Quinn, two of the best villains in the series. The episode began with Teresa's worried grandma, which was a wonderful touch, even though I was half expecting Harvard graduate Oscar Finlay to arrive when Reacher and Susan Duffy stopped in Boston. Now that Reacher's cover has been completely exposed at the Beck home, Duffy and Reacher must come up with a fresh strategy to save Teresa and bring Quinn to justice. Episode 7 of Reacher Season 3 is a well-paced yet unimpressive slow burn. Before the Season 3 finale, the penultimate episode of Reacher Season 3 is largely unimpressive. For a normally exciting action series like Reacher, this is a well-written but surprisingly quiet episode, with multiple levels of exposition and plot development occurring solely through talk. The antagonists of Season 3 once more create tension in the shadows of the show, requiring the majority of the scenes to develop through calculated dialogue in a variety of locations. After Duffy continues to playfully deny her attraction to Reacher in Episode 6, Reacher and Duffy eventually develop a romantic interest. Because their predicament isn't motivated by romance at all, she remains maybe the poorest love interest of all the Reacher seasons. The romance between Reacher and Duffy could have been eliminated completely for the season if it weren't such a fundamental component of the Reacher formula. Reacher Season 3's finale has to pick up the pace and build on its promising beginning, because their private moments are scarcely essential or intriguing. Perhaps the best concept of any Reacher season is the opening sequence of Season 3, which reveals a complex plan for Reacher to enter Zachary Beck's business. Additionally, it set a high standard that might have been too high given Episode 7's poor performance. It puts the entire season's weight on the shoulders of its finale, which has the potential to make or ruin the entire episode. As I reflect on Reacher Season 3 from the conclusion of its penultimate episode, I am struck by how excellent the plot of Season 1 was, and how well the ensemble actors got along in Season 2. One significant solution to a persistent riddle was revealed in Reacher Season 3. Episode 7, Teresa is still alive. This gives Duffy's attempt to save Teresa more emotional weight, especially when combined with meeting her grandma. I hope Reacher exacts the maximum amount of retribution on Quinn, given what he did to Lieutenant Cole and how gloomy the entire season has been. The most intriguing things to watch will be how Reacher and Duffy manage to return to the Beck home after being discovered, and most importantly, whether Quinn will recall Reacher or Cole. The penultimate episode of Reacher Season 3 leaves a lot up for interpretation, which should be resolved in ways that are satisfactory in the finale next week. I have been largely satisfied with the entire season thus far. However, it doesn't seem like Reacher Season 3 would benefit much from resting on the season's low point going into the finale.